Welcome to our Algarve road trip.
We are traveling through the Algarve Coast, which is the southern coast of Portugal. We're going to be seeing beautiful ocean views, scenic small towns, and incredible cliff sides. So come along on this adventure. It starts in Lisbon. We're about to embark on an epic road trip from Lisbon to the Algarve Coast, and we hopefully should have all the supplies we need here. We're just leaving the hotel in Lisbon, and Dan should be here any minute to come pick us up.
No, that's the frequency of the wiper.
Is it off now?
No, it just went
again. Okay.
We cannot figure out this car.
Yep, I think you got it. I think it's off now.
Oh yeah.
When I hear random odd sounds in a vehicle, it makes me nervous.
Yeah.
This is an extremely long bridge over a very wide river. It looks like we're in a big bay or even in the middle of the ocean.
Is this pretty loose sand? Like, I'd be careful with this vehicle.
Oh, we're seriously off-roading now.
Oh my.
We're fine.
All this to go see the beach. Oh boy. Keep your seatbelt strapped on.
After a very scenic day of driving, we have arrived at our first stop along the Algarve coast, and that is Lagos. We're coming down to a viewpoint for sunset.
This is Ponte Piedade, just an iconic lookout here in the town of Lagos, and really cool, really representative of what we're going to see in Portugal with the like cliff beach situation.
There is Dan and Mom. They stayed up there. Wow.
Well, we're here in Lagos, and we're just preparing some supper. I've come in here to create a vlog. My daughter learned it from the best.
Oh yeah.
That would be me.
Yep.
So we'll just come over here and ask her,
Yeah.
what are you working on right now, Katie?
I am currently chopping potatoes with this really long bread knife.
Okay. Is that knife big enough?
Not quite,
All
but
right.
you know, we're doing what we can with it.
Dan, and what are you working on?
I'm cutting the Brussels sprouts here.
Who's going to eat the Brussels sprouts?
I guess I am, if you're not.
All of us are going to eat some
I
of
think
them.
I
sure
can
then.
eat that
You
many.
did the other day when we were at their house. You
Oh.
liked them.
That pan looks lovely.
Yeah.
And what are you up to, my lovely wife?
Cutting onions and peppers right now.
like
Apparently I have cooked some sausage for somebody who's not vegetarian.
Correct.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Okay, all yous keep up the good work and we will carry on.
It's day 2 of our Algarve Coast road trip. It's bright and early, and we are getting back in the car to continue the adventure.
In 600 meters, turn right.
Oh my, look at this. This is cool.
This morning we are starting off our day with a hike to an ancient Roman bridge, which from what I understand we can only get to when the tide is kind of out. So we're gonna see what the situation is once we get down to the beach. kind of need to come at low tide to get through. This doorway in the rock is like right along the water here.
Oh my god.
Very, very cool sight, but it does seem like getting wet is rather imminent, so we're gonna make an escape here back through
That's pretty cool
this doorway. It's very cool.
That's where we're going today. Headed east. Now we're getting back in the car to head to Ferragudo. They probably don't say it like that. They don't say their G's like that, but that's the best I can do.
I think that's
I
good.
can do. Ferragudo is a beautiful, picturesque fishing town with lots of restaurants and nice beaches as well. So let's hop in and check it out.
So behind us is the town of Ferragudo, and it looks gorgeous. This looks like something out of a movie. I can't wait to go wander around down there.
It kind of feels like every town we drive through along the Algarve Coast is stunning, but this is a particularly picturesque example, I would say.
Yeah.
Like living in a postcard. Look at that.
Look at all the colorful houses up there.
And there's flowers running across over
Perfect day. The weather is beautiful, 20 degrees and sunny. The town is quiet this morning, and we got here just before the 11 a.m. bells went off.
My impressions of Ferragudo so far are that it's a very quaint and quiet little fishing village, but I do definitely think later on in the day, and maybe more so like in the summer or whatever, it would probably be more touristy and busy here because there's definitely lots of shops and restaurants and stuff. But it's just so beautiful. Every street that you look down looks like a postcard. It's so colorful, and yeah, it's a beautiful day. So
check out the view over here. We've got a full itinerary today, including a kayak ride later on. So we gotta make some quick time. Hence, picnic lunch, yet again. We are at the Carvoeiro boardwalk. That's the town we're in right now. Carvoeiro, I think. Anyway, it's a beautiful boardwalk, a little bit like the one we saw in Lagos, but on quite a major cliff. Let's go explore.
Just learned that the word Algarve comes from the old Arabic word for the cave. So basically this whole coast is named for all of the caves and sinkholes that you can see all along here. So that totally makes sense. And yeah, it's beautiful.
are like endless caves to explore around here. You could spend hours if you wanted to see all of the areas that are accessible. But bring good shoes, I'll be honest. Bring good shoes and be careful because some of the rocks are sharp. It's more like reef than it is like rock. We are making the trek down into town. You know, the stairs aren't so bad on the way down, but I really hope we don't have to go back up this way. We are on the streets of Carvoeiro, exploring what this beautiful town has to offer.
This is really good. I love pistachio gelato. This is really good stuff.
It's a bit of a touristy town, but then again, we're a bit tourists. Got some bad news about our kayak excursion. It's been canceled due to large waves. I don't even know, it doesn't look that wavy to me, but I don't want to get tossed out of a kayak in a cave. On the plus side, that means we have more time to explore the town. If our kayak excursion was still on, we would have been seriously trying to hustle to get there, so. I hadn't heard anything about Portuguese cork before we started this trip, but we've since learned that it's a major export here. When we were driving around, we saw trees that had the bark stripped from like eye level downwards. And we've learned that those were cork trees. They harvest the cork approximately every 9 years from those trees. Well, even if we don't see the cave of Benegil, we're seeing the hills of Benegil. My goodness, this is steep.
Okay, when we first got the email, I was pretty skeptical because I'm like, there's not a cloud in the sky. It's beautiful, but when I see like that's where we would have been getting in the water with the kayaks, I think I kind of understand why they canceled it.
Made it to our second last Algarve Coast stop. This is Albufeira. It is beautiful. I mean, all of the buildings painted in white, like, this is crazy.
This literally says no Crocs.
That's hilarious.
You're not allowed to wear Crocs. They only accept stylish footwear on this layer. Well, we've had a lovely little stop here at the Albufeira beach, and it's especially nice that our walk back up is going to be aided by some escalators. So we are going to make our way up and then drive to the final town in our tour of the Algarve Coast. Yeah, good for you. Good morning from beautiful Faro, Portugal, our last stop on our Algarve Coast road trip. This morning, we are getting off the roads and out onto the sea.
No trip to the Algarve Coast would be complete without getting in a boat.
So we are heading out to hopefully see some dolphins Maybe some whales. We'll cross our fingers.
Something living, some wildlife.
Yeah. Let's go.
Some of them are extremely rare, so we don't put them here. For example, big whales. Big whales, they show up when I'm off for meetings. Classic. Big.
After an exciting dolphin spotting tour, when we finally did see dolphins, it was very exciting. I think that concludes our time here on the Algarve Coast in the south of Portugal.
Next video will be in a new country. Well, not really new.
New to my parents, but we've been there before. So make sure you're subscribed so you can come along and see our road trip of Andalusia.
We'll see you in Spain.
Bye!